sloshes around in the mud of France, part of Patton's army. Gramps returned from the war never having seen real combat, and the family headed to California, where he enrolled at Berkeley under the GI Bill. But the classroom couldn't contain his ambitions, his restlessness, and so the family moved again, first back to Kansas, then through a series of small Texas towns, and finally to Seattle, where they stayed long enough for my mother to finish high school. Gramps worked as a furniture salesman. They bought a house and found themselves bridge partners. They were pleased that my mother proved bright in school, although when she was offered early admission into the University of Chicago, my grandfather forbade her to go, deciding that she was still too young to be living on her own. And that's where the story might have stopped. A home, a family, a respectable life. Except something must have still been gnawing at my grandfather's heart. I can imagine him standing at the edge of the Pacific, his hair prematurely gray, his tall, lanky frame bulkier now, looking out at the horizon until he could see it curve and still smelling, deep in his nostrils, the oil rigs and corn husks and hard-bitten lies that he thought he had left far behind. So that when the manager of the furniture company where he worked happened to mention that a new store was about to open in Honolulu, the business prospects seemed limitless there, what with statehood right around the corner. He would rush home that same day and talk my grandmother into selling their house and packing up yet again, to embark on the final leg of their journey, west, towards the setting sun. Toot earned more money than Gramps. She had proved to be a trailblazer of sorts, the first woman vice president of a local bank. And although Gramps liked to say he always encouraged her in her career, her job had become a source of delicacy and bitterness between them, as his commissions paid fewer and fewer of the family's bills. Not that Toot had anticipated her success. Without a college education, she had started out as a secretary to help defray the costs of my unexpected birth, but she had a quick mind and sound judgment and the capacity for sustained work. Slowly she had risen, playing by the rules, until she reached the threshold where competence didn't suffice. There she would stay for 20 years, with scarcely a vacation, watching her male counterparts keep moving up the corporate ladder, playing a bit loose with information passed on between the ninth hole and the right of the clubhouse, becoming